It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Texans and the Titans on Sunday Night Primetime.
Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Tannehill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He'll buy some and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. It'll be a gain of 5, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jerry Hughes just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, Maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient. Along with that aggressiveness, he's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Keeps himself upright, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
It's very simple to say. It's a tough spot to go on the road in the playoffs for any quarterback. But when you're a rookie, now you know you've got big-time pressure on you because he's shown that he's beyond his years throughout the season. He's played at a high level, and his team is very confident in him. But to go on the road leading your team into postseason as a rookie, that's a whole nother level.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. Stroud to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I gotta tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And the Texans will take over. On 1st down, here's Stroud.
He finds his target. It's Schultz.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Play action. Stroud now.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Stroud. Caught by Woods. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Tennessee offense set to go again. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Houston set to take over.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Stroud looking to throw.
Open man is Noah Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Stroud out of the gun here. This will be complete to Mechie. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Pierce will try to pick it up. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Here's Stroud.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. And this a 39-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Going for it with Pierce.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well done to stick that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
2nd down and 3.
Henry running right. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Tannehill on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco. And he will have a Titans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
He'll take this to the 46. Henry again on 2nd down.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do?
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
They'll set up a throw.
That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans have taken the lead. 8 touchdowns for the rookie in the regular season. Now he's got his first here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Danico Autry in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now leading his offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Here's Tannehill.
Open man is Burks, and he's got him.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A 1st down carry for Henry.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Off play action, Tannehill.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Again, he finds Moore. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Tannehill. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Tannehill. This is caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Tannehill now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Stroud on 3rd down now. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out come the Titans now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
Back to throw here. And he fends him off. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Houston's offense taking over again.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
The throwing again is Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Noah Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill, and caught by Henry.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill.
This will go to Henry out wide.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To the air again, Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wildcard Weekend. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And it was the New York Jets who keep their season alive as they were able to eliminate the Buffalo Bills. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. For the Seahawks, and they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs as they've continued to move the ball well through the air.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And the half will begin with a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Stroud.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill
Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. They'll run. It's Henry. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall.
First and 10, it's Stroud. And this one too low.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. He gets this one to Mechie.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They keep it with Henry on first down.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
From the 44, Tannehill looking middle, and that's complete. Play action, it's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud.
And Woods has it complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Now Stroud.
Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Another carry for Pierce. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A gain of 2, just like we saw on first and second down as well. Deuce is wild.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10.
On first down, it's Tannehill. To the right side, and he's got more complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. On second down at 4, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Tannehill. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? You try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
Henry. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft.
and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Now it's Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chris Moore from 6 yards away.
And the Titans have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you that much time in the pocket, he can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Texans back out there and ready to go. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Nashville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Down inside the 40. Coming up on 2nd and 7. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. As this complete to Woods. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Going for it with Pierce. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And it's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry up the middle. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
They'll toss this out here to Haskins.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Back to throw, Tannehill. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Stroud out of the gun here. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. Stroud working out of the gun. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Fourth down. Here's Stroud.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Rashad Weaver in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
On first down, Tannehill.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This is taken at the 15.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
And Stroud now to throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Stroud here on 3rd and long.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
This is taken at about the 14. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll run it again with Henry.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And the Texans will take over.
So now the Texans down 17-16, a minute 45 to play. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Stroud. Into the hands of Singletary.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. And that's complete to Brown. That one a first down pickup of 8. Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Stroud.
This is caught. It's Woods. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
To throw is Stroud.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line because you'd like to give your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50-plus, we know it's going to be difficult. And that one proved to be just a little too difficult. And now it appears it's going to cost him the football game.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.